in what is a must-win and must-win big kind of game for Afghanistan. They were asked to bowl first by Sri Lanka, and they've scored 82 for 2 in the first 15. It sort of hangs in balance, right, Joy, as we get into our first installment of Cricbuzz Comm Box powered by AMD. It sort of hangs in balance at this stage?
I think it's definitely the situation favors Sri Lanka, because remember, not only does Afghanistan have to win, they have to win really big to do it. So what happened out here? Great start again by Pathum Nissanka, Dilmut Karunaratne. They didn't give the start in the first match. This time they came together, 62, 63 runs in that first 10. That means you've set a solid foundation out there. And they'll just be kicking themselves a little bit at the way they gave away their wickets on what is slightly slower two-paced wicket, but you know, the shots which they got out were not something they'll be proud of.
Once again, we saw about 60 runs being scored in the first and 63 to be precise for that first innings partnership between Nissanka and Karunaratne. Looked like there wasn't any Afghani bowler that was troubling them. It was just an easy outing for them.
I think it is, and I think that's the one thing that they'd be worried about, the fact that they haven't got anything from Fazal Farooqi up front. And that's something that, you know, normally to have that one bowler after 3 overs, you'll normally see bowlers only being replaced after 5 over or 6 over spells. The fact that he went out for 21 runs without anything in the first 3 really tells you something. Mujib again, look, Mujib's job is to sort of hold up one end up front and hope that if somebody takes risks against him, they'll do it. The interesting thing is their hero today is a bowler who's not really one of their more recognized bowler, more of an all-rounder, more of a bodybuilder, but well, he did the job today.
You know, the first one looked like the ball landed on a bit of a crack that came at an awkward height for the left-hander, caught at covers. But the second one, I suppose, was because the runs had sort of dried up after that first wicket fell.
I think they did a really good job of pulling it back. Both Naeem and Mohammad Nabi, they just pulled it back. There were 3-run overs, 3-run over, 4-run overs. And at that point in time, he got an absolute gift outside the off stump. That ball should have gone anywhere. You know, he could have hit it anywhere. He had enough time. He just hit it straight to the field.
There's a petition being signed in Afghanistan, and they're saying, bring Rashid on now, to be able to stop the Sri Lankans from, you know, taking this game away now. Because Sadira Vikrama has come in, and so has Kusal Mendis. 2 new batters out there. Good time to bring Rashid in?
I think it's a good time to attack. Definitely it's a good time to attack, because they don't have an option. They don't just need to win, they need to win by a big margin. So they need wickets, and the only way to get wickets is to pick their best weapon on.
Yes, 85 for 2 at the end of 16. Once again, a 3-run over. So this next 20-over phase will determine the kind of target Afghanistan might be chasing. What can we expect from Sri Lanka and their approach? Do they just say, all right, drop anchor and stay there, and then we'll take off in the last 15, or just go for the big shots?
I think what happens now with Sri Lanka is when you win 11 one-day internationals in a row, you just tell the batsmen, do what you have to do. They know their jobs.
Right. Well, that's it for now on Cricbuzz Comm Box powered by AMD. We'll be back right here with Zair Khan alongside at the 35-over mark. Bye for now.